Joe Mcgee, welcome to the Two Darbarians on Long Island show. What's up, my guy?
Hey, Nick, guys, what's happening, man? Thanks for having me, guys.
What's up, boss?
What's going on, man?
Chilling, man. This has been happening. This has been a long time in the making. I feel like the Freeze interview was, I want to say January, like right in the beginning of January, and here we are now in March. It's March 1st. I don't know, for those who don't know, we're actually in March now. So this interview has been a long one coming. So welcome to the show. And first and foremost, I want to thank you for all the promotion you've done for us. We didn't expect you to do as much as you've been doing this entire time. You know, we support you in everything you do, and you're more than welcome to always, use the show to get your material out there. But we didn't expect you to promote us the way you did, and we really, I appreciate it. I don't know how much the rest of the show knows how much you promote, but I've been following you. You know how I am. I'm just like you in that aspect, and I'm always constantly promoting. We talk sometimes at 5-something in the morning. You know what I mean? It's crazy that you're up the same time as me doing your thing. And first and foremost, you got to respect that. So I want to thank you, and obviously you've gained us a lot of new listeners, and, an interview was already in the making as it was, but I wanted to start this interview out letting you know how much we in the show, as a show, appreciate what you've done for us. And, I respect your hustle and your grind 150%. So
yeah,
that's
I appreciate
first.
it. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, when you believe in something, I believe in your show. I not just for, comedy, the music, but you guys talk about, a lot of trending stuff, a lot of popular topics, a lot of topics that people want to know about, and you do it in such a humble way, and I think that's awesome. So I definitely believe in your, in what you guys are doing. So I'm more than happy to throw that out there,
I appreciate it.
We really appreciate that, man, because at the end of the day, I mean, we're four students that just kind of like to hear ourselves talk. Especially
the name of the show is either going to be called Two Darbarians or Four Stunads, one of the two. We didn't know what we were going to go with, but
we don't know where we were going to go with it, So anytime we have an opportunity to talk, and I mean, Nikki and I and Chris, we pretty much we're talking our fucking heads off all weekend, man, at the conference, which is ridiculous. We'll get into that later. Yeah, that was fun. But next time. Yeah, we'll next time.
For sure. Yeah.
So
but this is
anytime we have the opportunity to be around someone else who's got that similar type of hustle, we're always gonna shout their praises, especially when it's somebody who actually has the talent to back it up. Now, there are a lot of hustlers out there. There are a lot of people who think they can put pen to paper, but you did something that not a lot of people can do. I mean, Buzz has done it, and I hope that you and Buzz get to talk during this interview. I know that he interviewed you on his show as well. But you're an author, bro. Like, Nikki, myself, we write in 3-minute blurbs, bro. We wrote pages upon pages upon pages. And just tell us a little bit about, like, the process. Like, what is your creative process?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So this is actually my second book, fiction. I have a leadership background, so I've traveled the country. I've spoken in Cheaper Than Water, London, England. I've been all around, and I wrote a leadership book, which was my first book, and I never really anticipated to write The White House is Fake. I was just driving down the highway in I-84 in Connecticut, and an idea came to me, and I was like, I got to get this on paper. So pretty much the story was in my head, and I did just basically a memory dump in probably a good short 2-3 months. Got it down, got it finalized, got it edited, and then I got it pretty much released. So it was many nights, up 3-4 a.m., really just putting it down, getting the chapters aligned, and it really just came out well. It was unexpected, but I'm glad I did it.
Well, and for those that don't know, I was going to say, you can actually get the book on Amazon.com. That's actually how I got my copy. The book it's not a very, very long novel, but it's got it's a good read. Like, you can read the book from beginning to end in probably 3-4 days. An average reader, I would say. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you're reading, you can read the whole book in probably one night if you're going crazy. You know. So
well,
I mean, how many pages?
If you're someone like one of our train wreck battlers, it'll probably take about 2-3 months. So
right, maybe longer than that. Right. And that's if they can read, because we don't know if they can. Right. So
true. Very
but
true.
That's
very true.
you know. But so it's not a very long book, but it's interesting. It actually hits you right in the beginning. I mean, you're sold. And I'm not going to go into full details of what's in the book because I'm not going to, give it up. You guys got to go check it out and get your own copy. But I do want to at least give us. It is a fiction book, and when I remember when I called into the other show, I thought it was going to be a Trump bashing book immediately, and I was happy that it wasn't because everybody's writing about bashing Trump right now, and the title may make you think that, but it's not actually about that. It's actually about. Well, go ahead, Joe. Give us a brief
synopsis, please.
Yeah, give us a brief synopsis.
Sure, my pleasure. So check it out. So the book basically starts off in 1957 with Dwight Eisenhower. He did the National Federal Aid Highway Act. That's real. So I'm tying nonfiction around my fiction. So in 1957, Dwight Eisenhower signed the National Federal Aid Highway Act, where he built, 51,000 miles of highway. And originally it was for public use, for the military, but then it became public use. So I tied my fiction around that, and I developed a story. The book takes place in Alexandria, Virginia, and Nelson Conrad, who's basically fresh out of high school, he goes fishing, and he stumbles upon a secret meeting under the highway. He sees a DOT truck parked under the highway, a guy with a walkie-talkie whirling his finger in the air. So he decides to run up in the woods and watch this guy. What's he doing? Moments later, as he's watching him, Secretary of Defense, a U.S. general, NATO officer, a U.S. Marine, they merge out of this tunnel, and they basically have a secret meeting, and then a few moments later, actually a limo pulls up and takes them away. So from there, Nelson Conrad is interested. He wants to know what's happening. He starts to follow. He gets in a little trouble. I'll just leave it at that. But there is a lot in the book. There's a lot of twists. There's a lot of turns. There's a lot of characters, a lot of suspense, a lot of thrills, and it's quite the adventure.
Well,
and that's the type of book I like. I like adventure.
In going through the book and everything like that, and I know as an artist personally, I hate comparisons, but I'm going to drop a couple of comparisons, just so our listeners who don't really have a good gauge, other than speaking to you right now, like I've got a real Patterson vibe, and not really a Dan Brown vibe as deep into the darkness of the Illuminati aspect that he gets into, but I got that Patterson and that political thriller type of vibe from going through the book itself, man, and that's a pain in the ass to do. I mean, you really did come through it, and what's even better that our audience doesn't really know about either, as Nikki said, you're also getting into directing and film producing, because as I looked at it as commercials for your book itself. You have these incredible YouTube movies.
Yeah,
about
I do.
the
Well,
book.
he has the movies, but he's also putting together another one for his new book.
Yep.
And I was actually going to ask you if you were going to do it differently, but let you continue. Yeah, it is more of a commercial type setting, but you have actual real actors, and this is actually shot professionally. You know what I mean?
Right.
This isn't shot with a cell phone.
But
no,
because we all keep it, we all do have that root in hip hop. You actually have a hip hop artist as your star. If you want to give a little highlight to that.
We're gonna play the song. We're gonna play the song actually. Well,
yeah,
I was going to get to that. Yeah, I was actually.
Well, I'm ahead of the curve. God damn it.
You are ahead of the curve.
What do you want?
I should have. I talked to. Actually, we had to figure it out in a sense that I was going to lead up to the song. So I will play the song momentarily.
Whatever.
But all amongst friends. But again, explain your ideas at least for coming up with the commercials for each chapter, because you do it by chapter, and you have thousands of hits on each one of your videos, which means you have a following. You're doing book signings as well. I mean, my question really is what made you come up with the concept of doing that, of the YouTube videos?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I just didn't want to be just that author, right? I have a creative mind. I'm very creative. I do websites. I do many things, and I decided that The White House is Fake actually came out on 10/1. And before I released the book, I actually filmed these YouTube videos. We were at a real police department. We were under the highway. We were at a library. We were at an airport. And we did all these films, YouTube videos, before I released the book as promo. And I decided to pick certain chapters that really had a good, good image for what I wanted to convey. Especially the airport scene was one of my favorite scenes. I think that's chapter 22, chapter 23. I have a line about maggots in Scotland and metaphors. So I wanted to do that scene particularly. And then not only that, the chapter 2 is called DOT, Department of Transportation, and that's really where it begins. So I said I had to have that. So that's in there. The airport's in there. The battle between Mr. Hutchison is in there at the library, at the news office. We filmed at a library, but it's supposed to be in a news office. And then we also filmed at a real police department here in Connecticut. We did the interrogation scene between Mr. Hutchison and Easy the Mogul, who played Nelson Conrad, who you'll hear in a little while. He did my song, The White House is Fake.
And we're going to play that song momentarily.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mic was cutting out for a second there. All right, so you work fast, I'll say that, because you have another book actually coming out. And I want to do a separate interview with you in the future when that book does come out, because I don't want to give too much out in a 15-minute, 20-minute interview with the song as well, to make people's heads spin,
Sure.
So I do want to say you're in the process of coming out with another book, which is coming out, I believe, next month, correct?
Not next month per se. It's going to be sometime this year. We're actually preparing to film for certain scenes of this. We're going to film on a battleship in Massachusetts. We're going to film on a real destroyer in Massachusetts, because it's like a Navy war film about these letters from World War II.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The book is called Letters to Annie. Now, I thought this was without doing my research on the book itself, I thought this was like an Underground Railroad type thing. I was wrong. I was completely wrong.
Man, you're just batting 1,000, bro.
Well,
you thought the one book was picking on Trump. You think this book's about the Underground Railroad?
I already knew it wasn't, because I got the book. I got the book now. I'm just saying, when I first heard the title, when I first talked to this guy for the first time, which was the night we interviewed Free, I read that and I was like, oh, he's bashing Trump. That's all I was saying. Was like, that was the first thing I thought of when I heard the title, and I just didn't want other people to think that, because I thought that, and maybe not everybody thinks like me, but someone else may have thought that too, because of the state we are in American history right now, and with the fact that Donald Trump is probably one of the craziest
biggest douchebag in the world.
Right. So. With that being said, I just wanted to specify that no, this is not that. This is a completely different adventure.
Right.
Is the best way to put
it. And with that being said, I wouldn't be mad if it was bashing Donald Trump.
No, I don't think you would be. But it's not that. It is a fiction novel, and there's an adventure. And there's more than one adventure in the book. Like, there's more than one thing going on. You know what I mean? Right. So it's an interesting... Oh, it's just, you guys got to go get the book. I mean, I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, get the book. Get the book. Get the book.
Reasonably cheap price. What do you sell it for, $9.99 or something like that?
Yeah. It's under $10 on Amazon.
$10. I bought the book the night that we interviewed Freeze. I just figured, you know what? Why not? I'll buy the book. I originally actually bought the book for my father, because my father loves to read about that type of stuff. And I figured, well, we just connected with an author. I don't even know the guy. I think I ordered the book the day we talked. I didn't know anything about it.
Right.
I was just like, screw it, $10. I mean, I can't, and I just ordered the book. I got the book 2 days. It took me 2 days. Amazon Prime, boom, I had the book in 2 days. And let me tell you something. I got the book right next to me right now. It's actually in my office. And I love how you put it together. I love how you went at it. I don't know how old you are, but you're reasonably a young guy. And you did all this on your own with a spur of a moment thought. Now, I don't know what you've been doing in your life before either of these concepts came for any of the writing, but my guess is you said you had a creative mind, and my guess is you've been in that creative bubble probably most of your life, would be my guess.
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely.
Well, here's the thing, Joe. I know that Nikki's all the way out in Philly, which, by the way, I got to visit Philly this past week. It was a fun time. But dude, I'm in New Haven, bro. Like, I'm in New Haven. I'm constantly doing shows and stuff like that. I've got some decent-sized shows coming up. And if you want to come out and, have a table for your book at any of the shows that I'm playing, you are more than welcome.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, send me some details, man.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Got to keep it in the family. You're in the Darbarian family. You've been helping.
Yeah, you're definitely part of the family.
Yeah. You've been helping the show grow, so anything I can do to help you out, I totally would be down to do that, man. Like, and Freeze will tell you, I'm a bit of an asshole, but I'm a good businessman. So
you're a real dick. A real dick, you are.
I am.
will say that.
I am.
Total dick.
I am. I'm an asshole.
I got to meet this guy for the first time this weekend. Complete total dick. I mean, all he did was take me places, introduce me to high-ranking people in the business, have me perform at him where strippers throw us money. I mean, he's a total piece of shit. I will say that.
It was rough. It was rough. It's hard out here for a pimp. I'm just saying. It's hard out here for a pimp. Yeah.
So look, we do have a song loaded up for you as well.
Yes.
And this is the song. This is now. I did not realize that Easy the Mogul. Can you tell us a little bit about him? Because I didn't realize he was also an actor in these YouTube videos. I thought he was just an artist. I don't know much about him. I don't think we're connected through Facebook or through any of the other
but if my
sites.
timeline is correct, I believe he is the gentleman whose show Freeze had the shit broke over his head.
You are right, yes. So that is the show that everyone's talking about, yeah. That is,
yes. That is fantastic.
It's all connected.
It's all connected.
It's all connected in violence, the way it should be.
Pretty much.
There's nothing like violence mixed with hip-hop, mixed with art. It's all combined.
Yeah, there you go.
In one.
It's all combined.
A novel, a good fiction novel. It's all connected, and I'm guessing probably from your neighborhood as well. So we have this. It's always funny. Over the years, I come across different states, like people from different areas where I connect with a bunch of people from there. And I have Delaware would have been probably my first state other than Philly where that's happened. Then it kind of went down to West Virginia. I released a song with a guy from down that area, and it blew up down there. And that guy's connected to the guy Spidey, the guy we interviewed a few weeks ago. They're from the same place.
Oh yeah,
he's your people. Yeah, right. So now that's connected.
Lyrical Slave.
And then obviously there was New York, which is where the show came from, and all the New York artists that I've connected through because of Buzz, by the way. And so shout out to Buzz on that. I don't know if Tim is beating him. Okay.
Oh,
sure
we thought you were getting beaten. You're good.
We thought you were getting beaten, but so it happened there, and now slowly but surely we're getting the Connecticut connection because Easy's from Connecticut, Hawk of Hearing's in Connecticut, Shane McMahon's in Connecticut,
very true.
And now Easy the Mogul is in Connecticut. Along with
Freeze and Matty Cipher,
which is connected to Freeze, who's also in Connecticut,
and
who's also connected to Matty Cipher.
Yeah, just a quick correction though. No, Easy's a Bronx rapper. He actually came down to Connecticut for the show. Yeah, but, he's a Bronx rapper.
Oh, that still connects back to New York.
Absolutely.
It's all
and don't forget Matty Cipher as well, also from Connecticut.
Right. Yep. I didn't know he was from Connecticut. Did I know that?
Yeah.
I don't think he told me he was from Connecticut. Did he?
Yeah, he did. He told you we worked together.
He said we worked together. That doesn't mean he's from Connecticut, bro. We're from all over the country. How am I supposed to know that? That's all right. So we got the song, though. And do you want to tell us anything else about this song before we play it?
Yeah. Let me give you a quick intro on the song. So the song was written by Easy the Mogul, who played Nelson Conrad in my videos. And in the song, we really capture basically about the government. They're trying to know something for him. They're interrogating him. He doesn't want to tell them stuff. He goes through a journey. He gets left in the woods. There's a Tom Cruise reference. Tom Cruise is actually in Chapter 1 called A Few Good Men, where Nelson Conrad visits the movie A Few Good Men and watches Tom Cruise. So we threw Tom Cruise in there. So you're going to hear a lot of different stuff in there, and it's very catchy. It's very short to the point, and I think you guys are going to like it.
Awesome. Well, we have it. It's queued up. And this is it. This is The White House is Fake. This is the theme song to it. Just as Joe was explaining, this is Easy the Mogul. And this is the song. Check it out. We'll see you in 2 minutes. It's about a 2-minute song. Guys, if you guys are listening, feel free to comment in the comments or call in at 713-955-0341 at 713-955-0341. You got any questions at all for Joe or for anything about Easy or anything about, this project that he's involved in, which, by the way, I'm so impressed with, being an independent author, making a movie out of it, which is really, again, the commercials for each chapter. But, I mean, I see a movie in the future. You know what I mean? The way this guy's mind works, the promotion, everything about it is just such an incredible thing when you put it all together, and it's something I got to respect. So I want to throw that out one last time before you check out the theme song. This is out for The White House is Fake, Easy the Mogul. Check it out, everybody. Let us know what you think, and I'm sure we'll be sharing the song also in the group page if you missed this show live, and we'll be sharing it in the comments as well. But let me shut up and play the song.
Call my lawyer now, I tell you shit. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call out the page number, and then I'm gonna turn to that page number. I'm gonna put my finger down, and when it lands, it's not gonna be pretty for you.
Don't believe nothing. And what would you say? All these assumptions. They wanna know what I know. They wanna know how I know. That's why they want me to go. The White House is fake. You don't believe nothing. At war with the state. For all these assumptions. They wanna know what I know. They wanna know how I know. I won't say nothing at all. That's why they want me to go. He gotta know all the answers. They take your toe for the answers. Nothing can fade him. He gotta speak his beliefs and they gotta hear him. This shit for clues like somebody did. I'm not even shaving his beard. And some people look at him weird. Left in the woods for dead. Enough of that shit have been said. Left in the woods for dead. Enough of that shit have been said. White House is fake. You don't believe nothing. War with the state. For all these assumptions. They wanna know what I know. They wanna know how I know. I won't say nothing at all. That's why they want me to go. That's why they want me to go.
So what kind of business do you go? I do irrigation and soil tests. You see, in Scotland we found these maggots travel here and dirty the soil. It's my job to clean the soil. You know, these maggots are a particular type. We know they're not native to Scotland. They come here and lay low out of the public eye. But I'll tell you a secret. I know where they are.
All right. That was actually something I was not expecting just now. Joe, Easy.
Different kind of vibe, you know?
I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't sure what to expect. I have a thing where I don't listen to the music till I hear it on the show.
Okay.
That way I can get original first reactions. I do that on purpose for every song that is sent to me. Unless I already hear the song and then want to play it on the show, that story. But if it's something sent to me in the situation that you just sent it, I don't listen to the day of the show.
Okay,
Live
cool.
air, because I feel like it gives me the best first impression. Now, as a music producer and an artist, I was checking out some of the VST effects in that song there. I definitely heard the AM radio effect, which I liked, you know. I like how he used the White House as fake in the, as part of the hook. And it was short and sweet and to the point. Easy. I had you on mute. I apologize. You there?
Oh, word. No, it happens.
I'm sorry. I meant to hit the button. And what did you think about it, Easy?
No, I thought it was very well done. He's got a great tone to him too. Very similar to a lot of not necessarily a lot of the shit that's out here. Like he's not screaming and fucking talking about lean and bullshit. So I automatically liked it right there. I thought it was a great way. The marketing behind it. The White House is fake. It's very, very good as a hook kind of thing. Plus, it gets you saying it over and over again. So subliminally, you're automatically thinking of the title of the book, which from a marketing point of view. See, we just sat through a whole bunch of seminars that told us we've been doing everything wrong. So now we're learning the right way to do things. It actually came out really good. Like I said, I really appreciate his tone. I hate his name. God damn it, he stole my shit.
His name is Easy, but you are E-Z, like the letters.
That's true.
And he is Easy. Right. So it's not, I mean,
right. Makes me feel.
Buzz,
Better.
what's your thoughts, bro? You've been quiet.
I would have to say that I was very impressed by it. It's definitely a good. If it's being called the theme song, I think it's very appropriate.
Absolutely. Chris, did you hear it? I don't know if you're still with us or not. If you got on hold,
I'm listening to everything through a fucking phone. Okay.
Fuck. God damn it, Blog Talk.
I know he's pissed. What did you think of the song? Did you hear? I mean, it's probably hard to hear on the phone. I know, but
I can definitely hear it, dude. From what I can hear, everything would sound good if I had my headphones on. But like I said, I'm listening to it over the phone. It just nothing sounds good on the fucking phone.
Well, I liked it. I'm the first to say it. Tell him he's more than welcome to call into the show sometime, or send us more stuff. Now we got him on file. So, we'll play
absolutely.
It's going to help promote you,
Yeah, that song went out on his dedicated album. It's number 2 on Spotify under Ease of the Mogul right now. It's trending. And, awesome. People like it, man. It's really catchy, and they appreciate it, and it really makes them wonder more about our connection, too.
Right. Yeah. I was actually going to ask that. And I know time is already almost coming to an end, but that was going to be my last question. Well, my second to last question.
Okay.
How'd you meet him? How did it all come?
All right. So that's a good question. So I have a podcast I do every month. Well, I used to try to do it every month. Mcgee Podcast. It's on iTunes. Mcgee Podcast Series, and I actually put a podcast request out there for making proper connections. What do people do on first impressions? How do you really hold that lasting impression? And I had about 6 people in line. I did a recruiter, some salespeople. And Ease of the Mogul found me. He says, hey, I want to be on your podcast. I said, where are you? He goes, I'm in Harlem. I'm like, all right, I'll come to Harlem. I go down to Harlem. We do the interview in Harlem. It's out now on my McGeeLeadership.com site. And I interviewed him, and we were talking on the way out. I told him about the White House is fake, what I'm doing, and he wanted to be more a part of it. So we kind of just started talking, and that was back in July of 2017. Nice. After that, you guys
only known each other for not even a year.
Yeah, it's been really short. And then I did another interview for him in the Bronx for basically him, what he's been doing. So we're cross-promoting at this point. He cross-promotes me, I cross-promote him, and we're really, really doing well with that.
I tell you right now, in the amount of time you know him, by the time you know us for that same amount of time, I'll be allowed to start driving again. And I'll tell you right now, as soon as that happens, I'm coming straight to Connecticut. I'm coming straight to New York. I'm going to be doing a lot of things in the
northeast part of the country. Rock it out, man.
There's going to be things. Bodies are going to be hid. Bridges are going to be run over.
Bodies. Real quick, before we let you go.
Midgets will be ensued.
Wait, I missed completely what you said. What was that, a sound clip?
A gaggle of midgets will be ensued.
Yeah,
yes, Chris.
Gaggle of midgets.
Real quick, speaking of midgets, well, not midgets, but people that have smaller brains than the cranium of a midget, what is your prediction on tonight's battle for the train wreck championship between Redneck Roy and Awesome Fury, which is going to come on very, very soon.
So check it out. Yes, check it out, guys. So here's my thing. So I did hear the battle, the first battle between Redneck and Angel. I will say this. Redneck, Jew Money and
Angel.
This is not going to be like that. Those two are battling for real. I was thinking
about who was it? It was Redneck and
Jew Money.
Oh, it might have been Redneck and Jew.
Yeah. I saw that one, and I must say that Redneck, he had some lines in there that were kind of catchy. He said something about you're going to be my toy, you stupid boy, or something like that. And
the Redneck does try.
He does. He does have a lot of good lines in there, but I don't know.
He's on hold right now, so you're going to be gassing his head up, and as soon as we let him on, he's going to be all happy. And I know you guys have a little connection yourselves because he interviewed you on his show with Buzz. I do know that.
Yes.
I know you know the Redneck. But
I do know the redneck. I don't know Ehawk. I don't know anything about him. I know he's all hyped up for this.
Well,
and
Ehawk.
He is.
Yeah.
Jew Money's boy.
Ehawk. Yeah, but I'm trying to explain Ehawk for you and for the listeners that don't know him. He's got a good heart. We'll say that. He means very well.
Yes.
Joe,
are you a wrestling fan?
I used to watch it back in the day, like Goldberg and The Rock, but not recent.
Have you ever heard of the wrestler?
I said Goldberg
Eugene
first, by the way.
Did you ever hear the wrestler Eugene?
No.
Okay, well he's our Eugene.
Yeah, Hawk of Hearing is Eugene. Well, Easy. Why don't we? We're gonna bring another song in before we bring in the.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. But before we do that, Joe, why don't you tell everyone how to get their hands on the book, how to connect to you, talk about your website, give us your website, give us some, how we get in touch with Being Better Leaders, all the shit that we suck at.
All right, well, here, I'll first throw a quote at you. I have a leadership quote. It goes like this. Leadership is much like an unfinished art project. It's defined to a degree, but always a work in progress. In order to obtain one's attention, lines need to be drawn using abstract colors. That's my personal quote.
Word.
I like that. I like that because it made you think. It made you think.
Absolutely. Leadership is an ongoing process. That's what I mean about abstract colors and painting the vision and drawing lines. But as far as how you can find me, I have a few websites. jmcgeebooks.com has all my books. I have lettersforannie.com. That's my new project. I have thewhitehousesfake.com. I have McGeeleadership.com. You can find the book at any of these websites or Amazon USA, Amazon UK. Books out there, $9.99 Amazon. Get the copy and read the newest political thriller that everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
Bada boom, bada bing.
All right. So everyone, let's give it up for Joe McGee. Joe, make sure you keep in touch with us, man. Like I was dead serious. We got to link up, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
I
appreciate it, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, we thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on to the show, man. It's been a long time in the making, so I appreciate it, and we will continue to support you, just like you continue to support us, and we appreciate that, man. We will support each other, and I feel that in a year from now, in 5 years from now, in 10 years from now, all of us will be doing bigger things as the time goes on. I feel it, and you're already well on your way, so I don't even have to say anything.
I appreciate the love, man. Yeah, keep doing what you guys are doing, man. I love the show. I'm gonna hang out on the computer. I'm gonna listen to the battle, and we'll throw this battle down, guys.
Awesome. Sounds like a plan,
can't
man.
wait.
We appreciate you. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be
all right, guys.
Please, just start it so I can mute myself.
Well, we're gonna bring them all in, and we already got callers lining up. We already got callers lining up to call in. We're gonna put the callers on hold because we got this battle coming. Say again?
I'm putting myself in the screening room.
Okay. Yeah, find out who that is. Find out who that. I think it's a New York number. The one that I know everybody else, but I don't know that one New York number. So see who that is if possible. And in the meantime, I'll play a song, and then when the song is over, it's going to be time to bring in the redneck and Hawk of Hearing. Thank you very much.
When the song is over, it'll be the Stumble in the Jungle.
Stumble in the Jungle. All right, guys. Thank you again, Joe McGee, for calling in. We appreciate it, and you're always part of the two Darbarians and the Long Islander family, my guy. Always.
Yeah, appreciate the love, guys. That's awesome, guys. Keep doing what you're doing, and I can't wait for this battle, guys.
It's going to be interesting.
White House is fake. You don't believe nothing. War with the state. For all these assumptions. They wanna know what I know. They wanna know how I know. I won't say nothing at all. That's why they want me to go.
That's why they want me to go. So what kind of business do you do? I do irrigation and soil tests. You see, in Scotland we found these maggots travel here and dirty the soil. It's my job to clean the soil. You know, these maggots are a particular type. We know they're not native to Scotland. They come here and lay low out of the public eye. But I'll tell you a secret. I know where they are.